For both teams tonight, unbelievable talent up front.
Kevin, you're right. I love seeing what we have in store in the paint area in this matchup. I think that's likely where this game is going to be decided.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Freak. Dub is out there with Red Hot. And it's Big Daddy. And it's Askins in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Heat, G is out there with Prime Time. And it's Big Daddy. Then there's Red Hot. And it's Bishop in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Bishop. Over to the left wing. Pass to Vanderbilt. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Gee, that shot is off. And the 76ers go the other way with it, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. It's a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Nice shot by Bishop.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Red Hot. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game, and that one is good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And the pass to Red Hot. Here's Big Daddy. Here's G. From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Passes to Red Hot. That one wide left. Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Out to the wing. Here's Red Hot. A beautiful reverse layup.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Poke loose. And it's denied. And they recover it. Lock at 6. Here's Red Hot. No good on the triple.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Blue. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. The pass to Red Hot. Here's Vanderbilt. 6 to shoot. In transition, here comes Miami. Bishop's shot is off.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Freak. 13th in assists, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball player. Here's what Miami's going with right now. Insanity, he's checked in for Prime Time. Big Daddy comes in for Big Smooth. Fisher's checked in for Red Hot. And Big Daddy subbed in for Big Daddy. And here are the Heat now after the Sixers pick up 2. Big Daddy, the long distance 3 is buried.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Near the three-point line, it's Harrington. Offensive rebound. He gets it in there. 6 points for Freak.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Passes it to Big Daddy. 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Good on the bucket. The 76ers trail by 5. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Junior kicks to Harrington. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Here's Big Daddy. He's guarded by Harrington. And stolen by Freak. From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Heat lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. We resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Here's Harrington. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Big Daddy. G is out there with Insanity. And it's Big Daddy. And it's Fisher in at the 2 guard.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing them out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Pass to Junior. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. The Big Daddy passes to Childress. He dishes it to Fisher. Pass to G. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Such a wide open look. Big Daddy's got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
It's tipped. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. A different look for Miami. Primetime comes in for G, and Big Daddy's subbed in for Fisher. Philadelphia also making some changes. The great one comes in for Freak, and it's red hot in for Doug. Here's Insanity. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The pass to Freak. Now, here's Junior. Defended by Childress. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Big Daddy.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Insanity. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. To the inside. And Askins gets it to go.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Big Daddy. Hits the three-point bomb. Big Daddy's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Really left alone that time.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Pass to Childress from 15 feet away, and it's good off the back rim and in. And the Heat lead by 4.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Insanity. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Big Daddy and the Heat, another 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Oh!
Man.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Look at Big Daddy. What a contribution.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Some changes here for the Heat. G's checked in for Insanity. Big Smooth comes in for Big Daddy. And it's Red Hot in for Big Daddy. Philadelphia also making some changes. Freaks checked in for Big Daddy. Big Daddy comes in for Junior. And Dub subbed in for Freak. That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Red Hot.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence. They're D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pass to Vanderbilt. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Bishop driving in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Red Hot coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. 6 on the shot clock. Vanderbilt misses.
Oh, and that would have been a spectacular alley-oop. Really difficult to get the timing right on those long ones.
And that concludes the first half. Heat out front. They lead by 7. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers. Coach, what did you think of the effort in the first half?
Well, the effort's fine, I guess. Defensively, we got to be better, so that's part of the effort. But they're just scoring too easy. They're throwing us around. They are so much more the physical team right now, so we got to pick up our physicality.
I'm sure that will be discussed thoroughly before the next half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. And they had their fingerprints all over that second quarter. coming back from a deficit and building a 7-point lead. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
The production they've gotten from their bench has been phenomenalistic. I don't know if that's a word, but it sounded good, Ernie. As we know, depth is important to any team's success. They're demonstrating that tonight. And who knows, it might give the starters a kick in the pants. No one wants to be outshined.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get some help. That pretty much covers everything, Ernie. Shaq, you think they played their best?
No way, no way.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. The 76ers trail by 7. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Freak is out there with Big Daddy. Then there's the Great One. Then there's Red Hot. And it's Blue in at the 2.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean,
Great dunk.
goodness! That was special.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Here's prime time, and it's blocked. Pass to Blue. Now the pass to Red Hot. Connects from three-point range. Red Hot's got 12 in the game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And that one's good by G.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league." Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Group in for the Heat. Insanity, he's checked in for prime time. Big Daddy comes in for Big Smooth. Fisher's checked in for Red Hot. And Big Daddy's subbed in for Big Daddy. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Big Daddy's checked in for the Great One. Junior comes in for Big Daddy. Freak's checked in for Dub. And Dub subbed in for Red Hot. And he gets it to go. Big Daddy's got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
To the wing right side. And Freak throws it down hard.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
The 76ers trail by 7, and that one's good. Freak. Here's Big Daddy. He's got 16. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And they get it back. Here's Junior, and it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Fisher, the pass to Insanity. And that one's good from Fisher. And the Heat lead by 4.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
And, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Harrington, the pass to Big Daddy. Now, Freak, 5 on the clock. His three-pointers off the mark. On deep, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Now it's a 7-point Heat lead. And here is Harrington. He has 5. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Big Daddy. It'll count. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the replay center out in Secaucus delivering the footage. And guys, it sure looks like the shot left his hands just a moment too late.
Yeah, this one pretty clear cut. I don't think there's much question about it. He didn't get it off in time. I'm sure the officials are going to agree with that.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And so it's the Miami Heat bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Red Adder's out there with Big Daddy. Then it's G, and it's prime time. And it's Bishop, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
From downtown, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Blue to the left side wing. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Vanderbilt.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Good on the shot.
High percentage play. He's excellent around the rim.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Here's prime time, and it's Miami with another. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Big Daddy. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Red Hot, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The first one falls. Freaks checked in for Philadelphia. He hits both from the stripe.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
The Big Daddy passes to prime time. And he banks in the layup. And the Heat lead by 7.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
To the left wing. Out left to the wing. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And the Heat call time here. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Big Daddy.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. The Big Daddy passes to Red Hot. Prime time. Again, the miss by the Heat. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Red Hot. Here's Askins. He can't get that one to fall. G passes to Big Daddy. Down low, and that one is stuffed right through.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And that's on a bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets. .56 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Good on both.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
All 3 off the mark. Passes it to Vanderbilt. Here's Red Hot. From 12 feet out. Doesn't get it to drop corner. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. The quick look, no good that time.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It counts. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Big time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 3. 15 seconds left to play here in the 4th. What do you think, guys?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Inside. Pass to Blue. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. 6 seconds left in the game. Here's primetime. It's in! Timeout called the 76ers. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
And he hits the shot. But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials may review it here. Well, they are going to replay right now to make sure he did not release it in time as the officials originally ruled. Well, they had thought they had the game already won. Now they've got their fingers crossed. And the final call's been made. The original ruling was correct, and the game is over. The basket will not count.
Well, they had to make sure he had gotten it off, and boy, he was just a fraction of a second late. Extremely close.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You got to love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Alford.